Hi guys, I want to talk to you today about the Smart Circle official LG G4 case. £25, so round about $45–50 US. Quite a lot of money, and I'm thinking because it's the LG G4, here we got the gold version, it's the official case, it's going to fit perfectly, which it does, as you can see. It's a really nice case. It's wireless on the back, built-in wireless pad there, which works great. You know, you lay it on the pad, it charges up, that's brilliant. You've got your apps on the front, like your clock face, and you flip your clock face, which really looks smart, I must admit, and all the different apps. And of course I've got a hell of a lot of them. The focus keeps going, but you see what I'm saying? Loads of different, nice interface. Now, being official LG, you'd expect this to be really high quality. I saw a YouTube video and saw this hinge. Now, I thought personally the hinge would be made of the same sort of stuff as this, which is like sort of a soft, squidgy but solid padding, and this is plastic but it looks metal. And I'm thinking, well, okay, the hinge is going to be a solid hinge that comes out. Unfortunately, it's not. It's so thin and light and flimsy, as you can see there. It is an absolute terrible design. Now, when you flip it back, you still get your camera and your flash and your buttons, obviously. Which is quite a nice feature, I guess. When you open it up, you've still got, you know, your fully working phone. I've got a glass cover on there. I don't know whether you can see that on that camera. Probably not. But, you know, it's still really smooth. The phone itself, the LG G4, I cannot complain. It is one of the single best phones anywhere. And I mean, you know, in the UK, it has got to be the best phone out there. However, we're talking about the case. It is absolutely terrible. You've got it there and you're thinking, okay, the clock's gone off automatically, which is great, which is what it's supposed to do. You've got the light ring going around it, which is brilliant. Okay, now you're sitting here. First things first, can you see that? You hold it nearly flat and it pops up. You hold it even, there you go, that's a bit more exaggerated, completely on its own. I'll even try it on here. Don't know if you, so you hold it down, which is where it's supposed to be, and it lifts up. Now, the worst part of this, don't know if you can see this. Let's get that zoomed in so you can see it perfectly. Is, now if you can see underneath the front case, the phone isn't moving. I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. The front case spins. Now that's all well and good until you try and put that on, and then you can see round this top edge, get the clock back, that it's missing some at the top end. You do that side and then it's missing the bottom end. It's got that much movement on it, it's terrible. Which means nothing seems to line up. It goes backwards, forwards that way. Look, you can see it's really bad. I mean, LG need to sort this out. Yeah, it's a premium phone. It's got a great camera on it, and one of the apps on it actually has camera app, which seems fine. You know, you've got your quick camera app, which is perfect, as you can see. But then you go round and you're losing part of the screen here, and you pull it there accidentally and you're losing part of the screen there. It's not good. You know, this is nearly $50. You'd expect more from LG. Now, when I actually spoke to LG, they said I needed to go back to the person I bought it off. Now, sorry LG, that's not good enough. I'm spending nearly, well, over $1,000 for your LG G4 phone, your new flagship, allegedly. With the QI charging, which, let's be fair, should be included within this phone anyway. And it's just not. It's not good at all. So the case is useless. The phone, great. No complaints about the phone whatsoever. Everyone's raving about the camera. And on the manual mode that you've got, yeah, I can swear by it. I mean, the ISO is brilliant. The shutter speed, you know, the white balance, it's all absolutely stunning, and the quality it gives is absolutely stunning. Like so, but the case itself, yeah, that's just unacceptable. Now, I would urge everyone who's thinking of getting one of these Smart Circle cases, if you don't mind rubbish quality on the front, then buy it. If you want something that's going to be decent and protect your phone properly, do not get this case. Look at it. This is my personal opinion, but you know, you can see for yourself. If that's stuck in your pocket and that part hits the keys, hits your keys in the pocket, that's going to ruin it. If you're, I don't know, you've got it at that sort of angle, even let go, that edge is now completely in the open. So you may as well just cut the front off and just have the back QI. I don't know why LG, sorry guys, the camera keeps going out of focus. I don't know why LG didn't just give us the option of a leather back QI case, because that would have been a lot better. Everyone bought it because of, you know, I mean, I've got the black leather, and that should have had the QI. Now yeah, I could rip this apart, take the QI pad out and glue it inside my black leather case, which to be honest I may well do, but this is rubbish. So LG, if you're gonna watch this, anyone from LG, you know, please sort this hinge out. Make it solid metal like it actually looks like. Keep it that shape so that as you open it, it stays that shape, and then as it closes, you know, make this a proper bracket along there rather than this terrible material. Now, on the material side of it as well, if I can get this phone out, like I say guys, the back cover I've got no complaints about at all, because this goes with battery. You can see it's just clips straight on and over and replaces your original screen, your original cover, which is fine. Right, this part here, that is your standard NFC, which goes just about there. This part up here is the wireless charging. So obviously my theory was just to cut all of this out, and put it onto my my back cover, my black leather cover, which I think personally would have been a better idea. But you can see that all of this is a plastic strip along there, and this cloth nearly goes under it and gets held there where my thumbnails are. and that's all it is. So it's like this front cover is like an afterthought nearly. I mean, this looks glass around here, where you can see through it. It's plastic. It's slightly padded. It looks quite nice. It feels quite nice. And if the back was made of this stuff, it would be quite grippy, because I've noticed that the back cover is very, very shiny and slippery. But even that, I don't know whether you can pick that up on the camera, probably not. No. But along here, there's scratches on it already. Now, they quote that this case is built to last. I've had this exactly 1 week. I've used it for work for 1 week, and it's horrible. It really is. Like I say, you buy a premium product in the phone, because the phone is absolutely stunning. I can't fault it. Yeah, even though it feels fatter from the camera to the lens there, because of the smooth edges, and most people pick the phone up like at the edge anyway, and it feels amazingly light. Stick it into the rear cover of this, and you're going to be happy. You are going to be happy, because that feels good. You know, it's well built around here, it's well moulded around the camera. You've got the slight lip, which is perfect. You know, the buttons feel great. The flashes are obviously perfect. It's just this front cover, and I'll demonstrate one last time, is crazy. Now, I want to send this back, or cut this front cover off, because I've got my glass on here, which is slightly bubbling, as you can see. But I've got my toughened glass screen on there. And on that note, guys, obviously the screen is slightly curved. The flat tempered glass screens do fit. You have to, instead of just touching the middle, like on normal ones, you lay it down, you lay it flat, and then just tap the middle, and it slowly sticks and goes out to the edge. You can't do that with this. You actually have to hold it in the middle, then it holds, because obviously the curve. But that's just as a side note, because nobody seems to have covered whether the tempered glass fits on it. It does, but you have to hold that middle in. Make sure it's perfect, put it down, and instead of just touching it, just hold it in, and all of the air bubbles will come out. The only reason I've got that, and I had that on my old one as well, exactly the same tempered glass that I actually broke when I dropped it. So I think there's an imperfection in the LG screen as well. Obviously not noticeable without tempered glass. If anyone's got any ideas on how to get rid of an air bubble out of tempered glass like that, because when you hit it hard like that, you can see it disappears, and then it slowly comes back. So if anyone's got any ideas on how to get rid of that, comment below, and let us know how you got rid of yours, because that is kind of annoying. But in summary, phone's great. The case, look, you can see there's no magnet to hold it. Yeah, my iPad had a magnet that holds it in place. This hasn't even got that. It's terrible. Rubbishy quality. They may bring out new replacement ones without the front screen, but personally, LG, I'm going to cut this off, and I thought I'd do this review, save anyone else having the same problems as me. If this has been helpful in any way, just leave a comment just to let people know. I just don't want other people being burnt at 25, British pounds, or round about $50 for, quite honestly, a second-rate case. Thanks, guys. Cheers.